everyone, so welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about the ancient Indian education system, how knowledge were viewed in the ancient time periods. So India has a long and storied history of learning and education dating all the way back down to the civilization. Indian policy in ancient India was inextricably linked to the religious belief. The two distinct educational systems arisen during the ancient time was the Vedic system and the Buddhist system. The Vedic system was subdivided into post-Vedic or Brahmanic system, and Buddhist system is another view of knowledge in the ancient time. The broad policy of Vedic tradition was founded on the ideas laid out in the Vedas and Smritis, which functioned as codification of the parameters of civil society as recognized by Hinduism. So the Buddhism education mission is a second strand focused of it knowledge system. Ancient Indian education system believes that the knowledge has been begun from the 13th century BC with the religious training passing on traditional knowledge to next generation through Vedas. On that time, self-realization is uh, is the ultimate meaning or the ultimate aim of a human being is for moksha, that is for the freedom. In ancient India, formal education was only available to anybody who wanted it. Members of all varnas, caste were allowed to pursue the higher education. But as time progressed, that means during the post-Vedic and Brahminic period, higher education became restricted to smaller number of varnas and caste system of Hindu society. Later, children belonging to higher varnas and castes such as Brahmin, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas were permitted to receive a formal education in the formal cities. Brahmins were permitted to study the scriptures, religions, while Kshatriyas were restricted in many areas like battle and military strategies. The Vaishyas were educated in trade and other specialized vocational courses, while the Shudras, the lowest varnas, were mainly denied access to education at that time. Sanskrit was the language of instruction during that time of education. Ancient Indian education originated from Vedic ritual around 1500 BCE, evolved into a holistic system, emphasizing the spiritual, moral, and intellectual growth through the residential Gurukulas and later universities. The Gurukulas is later universities developed, such as Nalanda, Takshashila, which will be discussing on to the upcoming videos. So during the Vedic period, education began with Guru Shiksha Parampara. We all know that the ancient education system was the students will be staying over the residence of the Guru and um, learning the things which Guru taught during that time. So Guru Shiksha tradition or Gurukulas were the ancient education where the knowledge was begun, where the Guru in the ashram performed course while studying Vedas, grammar, astronomy and maths and arts. Upanaya ceremony initiated boys primarily for Brahmins into learning and focus on oral memorization, that is Shruti, discussion, Manan and reflection, Nidhyasa, for character building and self-realization. Free education stressed discipline and moral values like truthfulness and practical skills tailored to varnas such as warfare for Kshatriyas. So in the Gurukula system, the knowledge were divided on the basis of the caste and which all we are discussed. And moving on to the ancient education institution, which is Takshashila, Nalanda and Vishramshila and Vallabhai. So the first ancient educational system is Takshashila. Okay, Takshashila is the world's earliest university, dates back at least 6th century BCE, and which is currently located in the Pakistan. It was a significant center of learning, attracting students from across Asia. It was founded by the Prince Duryodhana at the birthplace of his mother Gandhari. Takshashila offered courses in medicine, grammar, and logic and philosophy and astronomy. The notable um, the notable scholars who studied in the Takshashila was famous Chanakya. Moving on to the Vishramshila University. Vishramshila University, located 50 km east of Bhagalpur in Bihar, was established by Pala king Dharmapala in the 17th century CE. The Pala ruler commitment to the education, it attracts students across India and abroad with over 100 teachers instructing more than 1,000 students at that time. The university complex included several templates managed by around 108 scholars and six acharyas, with Kulpati and Mastavir as the highest authority. The subjects offered in the Vikamshila universities are logic, philosophy, Vyakara, Tantra Shastra, and Karmakanda, with Tantra later becoming the prominent subject during the time in the Vikramshila. The notable alumni of Vikramshila was Adisa Dipankara, a founder of Sharma tradition of Tibetan Buddhism. He is the founder of Tibetan Buddhism and he was studied in the Vikramshila University. And Vikramshila University uh, was later destroyed by Bakhtiyar Khilji, later developed the University of Nalanda. And next one is Vallabhai University. Vallabhai University is located in the present day of Gujarat. India was one of the foremost centers of learning in ancient India, which is established around 15th century and CE, thriving until the 12th century CE. It was renowned for its studies in Buddhist philosophy, logic, maths, and medicine and arts. These are the subjects which were prominent in the Vallabhai University, which emphasizes on Mahayana Buddhism. The Buddhism is divided into many categories. Among them, one was Mahayana Buddhism. So the subjects which are taught in the Vallabhai University was a beginning for the developing of Mahayana Buddhism. The university attracted numerous scholars, including notable figures like Buddha Gagas, who made significant contribution to Buddhist literature and teaching. So the Vallabha University is mainly focused on the Buddhism, development of Buddhism, the different uh, Buddhist Buddhist religious knowledges. So um its declines. This Vallabha University declined due to the invasion, particularly by Mahmud of Ghazni in the 12th century. Of Vallabha University continues to highlight the rich educational and cultural heritage, often significant influencing the spread and development of Buddhism intellectual tradition. So the Vallabha University mainly focuses on the development of Buddhism, its part and Buddhist knowledge. And more, so coming on to the last university, Nalanda University, is the Nalanda University is located in the Bihar, was not only the oldest but also the largest residential university in the world. The Nalanda University offers courses like maths, astronomy, medicine, religion, philosophy, and science. Its significance in the realm of knowledge cannot be overstated. Established in the 15th century by King Kumaragupta by Gupta Empire, Nalanda became a beacon of intellectual excellence and its teaching formed the bedrock of modern day science and technology. The university's rich legacy is still evident today, and it has been recognized as UNESCO's World Heritage Site. So the Nalanda University is now recognized as UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Tragically, Nalanda met its demise in the 12th century when it was ravaged by Turco-Afghan invader Bakhtiar Khilji. The destruction was very drastic that the collection of over 9 million books and buildings were burned at that time, and the burning was still continuing over 6 months, which was quite a sad incident of that time. So these are the ancient knowledge system of Indian knowledge system, or how knowledge is viewed during the ancient time. So we will be looking more into Indian knowledge system in the next videos. Thank you.